Welcome to episode 31 of 5 Things for Your RV, where we look at projects and products that are useful yet don't require a full video to explain. This is a Renogy eFlex 10 power pack, a 10-watt solar panel. And I picked this up actually at the Renogy website, and it's interesting to note that it did originally come with a bonus battery, but apparently they stripped the battery out and sold it just as a solar panel. Regardless, I paid around $20 for this, which included FedEx shipping, so the net cost to me was maybe $10. And when we open it, it actually comes with a couple carabiner clips and with some suction cups, which you can use to connect the solar panel to various surfaces. And the output of the solar panel is a USB port, and at 10 watts, that's close to 2 amps maximum. My intended purpose is to keep my cell phone charged if I'm at the beach or if I'm away from any other method of charging the cell phone. So you can see here we just have our USB cable hooked up to the solar panel. So now if I'm doing any work on the phone, I can keep it charged with the solar panel. Next, we have a couple of useful smartphone apps. The first one is a departure checklist called RV Checklist. If you've watched my previous video, you know that I like to use a checklist as I have some 80 things to check when I depart. I found this to be a fully configurable app, and you can have multiple checklists, and best of all, it's free. The next app is Plantnet, and it is also free. It allows you to take a photo of a plant and identify it. This is useful if you don't know what poison oak or any other stay away from type plants look like. Just a thing to take on a hike. Unfortunately, internet access is required to identify the plant. But with this limitation, you can take the photo, then identify it at a later date when you have internet access. At least that way, you'll know what plants to stay away from the next time. Well, this handy little gadget is called a Pocket Boy by Silky, or Silky Saw, which most people call them. Made in Japan. This particular one is a 170 millimeter blade. Blades are replaceable by moving that screw. And like most Japanese saws, this cuts on the pullback stroke. Anyway, it's a nice little thing to have around the campfire. It does take a little while to get used to the pullback. And the coarseness of this is a medium, and you can get a fine. It varies by how many teeth per inch. And you can see it actually cut really pretty nice, and it feels good in the hand. Push that down to retract it. It has a nice little pocket case for it, and a little belt clip. So, not very big, nice addition to your campsite. Surprisingly, these things can be kind of hard to take off, especially if you have a pair of gloves on or whatnot. Well, Camco makes this little wrench that fits on here, but I don't like it. It doesn't really grab hold really well, and it all depends on what kind of fitting you have. It does work better on some fittings versus the others. And actually, this is the second one I bought. The first one snapped off right at the handle. So I've kind of gone back to the as seen on TV market, and I bought two different types of strap wrenches. Here is a small and large one that was in one package, and then I bought the second one here, and this one's made out of metal, and the metal one is kind of the same size as the larger one, but actually I prefer the small one. And the small one works really great. Visit rv-project.com.